Thank you. Slava Ukraini.
On behalf of the Assembly, I wish to thank the President of Ukraine.
Well, that was the Ukrainian president, I have to say, to a hall which is not entirely full today. We've got so much to cover. Jim Doherty and Kim Dozier are standing by in Washington, D.C. I do, though, want to get to CNN's Fred Pleitkin, who is in Kyiv, before we analyse and provide some insight on what we've just heard from the Ukrainian president. What's the perspective there, Fred?
Well, first of all, I think everybody here in Ukraine would say, or most people would say, this has definitely been a key moment for the Ukrainian president, as this is a key week, Becky, for the Ukrainian president as well. And I think, once again, the speech that we saw just now at the United Nations is a building block on what Volodymyr Zelensky wants to achieve as he's in the United States this week. On the one hand, he once again wants to point out that the war, Russia's invasion of Ukraine, or full-on invasion of Ukraine that's been going on since early 2022, is not just a threat to Ukraine, but is also a threat to the world, and also, of course, to the principles that govern the United Nations, which is, of course, the territorial integrity of nations. It's something that he said again and again in the speech just now, is that Ukraine only asks for the rights that all nations should be afforded under the UN Charter, which is, of course, the rights to territorial integrity and to live in peace. But I think what Volodymyr Zelensky is essentially trying to do is he's trying to sideline the Russians even more on the international stage, calling for countries to support Ukraine, while at the same time, of course, he will be calling for the U.S. government under President Biden to continuously support Ukraine economically, but then, of course, also with weapons as well. And that also includes, of course, allowing Ukraine to use some of those longer distance arms that have already been given to the country to strike deep into the Russian territory. That's something that we who are on the ground here have heard again and again from the Ukrainians. They believe would be key for themselves to stabilize the situation on the front line and possibly even allow their forces to strike back to achieve what Volodymyr Zelensky once again said in his speech as well, to try and bring about, as he calls it, a just peace, which the Ukrainians believe can only be achieved if they manage to push back the Russians on the battlefield and essentially force them into negotiations. Becky.
It's good to have you, sir. Thank you. Let's bring in Jill and Kim. Jill, let me start with you. What did you make of what you just heard from the Ukrainian president?
You know, I think Zelensky is trying to make a pitch to Europe and to the developing world. In Europe, he's saying, we have information that the Russians are planning to attack our nuclear power plant structures, and that is extremely dangerous. The purpose, he would say, cut them off from the energy supply. But what he's saying is, if they tried to do that, it could be extremely dangerous for Europe. And then he moves to, as we call it, the developing South, and he says, this is colonialism. That what Russia is doing is colonialism. And for you countries that are on the side who don't think that it applies to you, it does. So I think, you know, it's a different purpose here. He's talking to the General Assembly. They are very focused on what's happening in Gaza and Lebanon, and that has taken some attention from Ukraine. But right now he's saying, pay attention. This is really dangerous. And as he said, there can be no peace without Ukraine. So he's saying Ukraine is key to peace literally in the world.
Kim, let me bring you in here. What Fred was describing as the sort of wish list for the Ukrainian president, and describing very specifically that those on the ground in Ukraine know that this is an extremely important week, is not a new wish list. It is a list of demands, as it were, that have been, you know, on the table for months and months. What can he expect to leave Washington with this week, given that we are now some 40 days out from this US election?
Well, the U.S. has been preparing further aid packages, but so far Zelensky hasn't gotten that key thing that Fred was mentioning, permission to use U.S. and other Western provided weaponry to hit Russia where the attacks are originating, which is usually inside Russian territory, not Crimea, but Russian proper. And so far, the Biden administration has still been risk averse, worried that the use of NATO provided or NATO country provided weapons to hit Russian targets could trigger some sort of a nuclear response. I think that Zelensky also is taking the temperature in that, as you mentioned, that wasn't the packed hall that he had the first time he addressed the UN just after the war had started, when I believe he was speaking virtually. The world would like to move on. There are other crises, be it Sudan, Gaza, Lebanon, drawing their attention and their resources. So I think that also was one of the reasons that he stressed peace, that he is not in it for endless war, but that Ukraine is willing to talk peace as long as it is defined as a just peace, which means getting some of that territory back from Russia. I think that's a really important message for other nations to hear, that Ukraine isn't asking for something unreasonable in international legal terms, and that it doesn't want to fight forever to the last inch. And that therefore, if countries care about their own democracies, their own independence, they've got to stand up for Ukraine. That's still the message that he's sending loud and clear.
Shashank Joshi is joining us as well. He is the defense editor at The Economist. Shashank, we've just heard from the Ukrainian president, and Kim there talking about the potential sort of next step here, which could be, and certainly you and I have discussed whether what we have seen over the past couple of months is in preparation for a potential deal with Moscow, and certainly getting Ukraine into some sort of more sort of robust position to go into negotiation with Russia. What did you make of what you just heard and where Ukraine stands at this point?
Well, I thought there was nothing new in that speech. And to understand what Zelensky is doing, you really have to read between the lines, don't you? Because he's sort of doing two things at once. He's indicating to his partners, I am ready to talk. I'm not here to get back every square inch of my territory. I'm ready to do a deal. And we heard that particularly earlier this week when he told one of your rivals, he said, I think we are closer to peace than we think. At the same time, and I think this is what he was doing in today's speech, he's emphasizing I think he called it a half-baked settlement, no half-baked settlements. In other words, don't do a deal at any price in a way that would make Ukraine so inferior to Russia, it would only cause another invasion a little bit down the line. So he's balancing those two imperatives, I think.
Can I just ask, on the ground, as you speak to people in Kyiv, but around the country, and I know you've been in and out of the country now many, many times, and most recently, you know, along the front lines, Fred, as well. What sort of support how would you describe support for this ongoing grinding conflict? I know it's Russia's war on Ukraine, but what's the sense on the ground from people you speak to?
Well, it's a really interesting question. It certainly is. I think you would probably get different answers depending on in which part of the country you are. We have to understand this is an extremely vast country. And, you know, when you're on the western border of Ukraine, you're about 1,000, maybe 1,200 kilometers away from the actual front line. But one of the things that I've actually done over the years that I've been coming here is always, everywhere I go, is asking people, look, if for instance, Ukraine were to be told that it would be taken directly into NATO and directly into the European Union, would you be able, or would you be willing to give up, for instance, eastern parts of the country and possibly Crimea as well? And what I've heard from people again and again is no. So people here say that they want their territories back, but at the same time, of course, it is also no secret that Ukraine is in a very difficult position right now on the front lines. Ukraine is having a lot of trouble also mobilizing enough people to go to the front lines and fight in the war, which of course course, also has to do with the fact that for a very long time they have been badly outgunned by the Russians. And the Russians, of course, have been escalating in a huge way as well. If you're looking at the front lines now compared to the front lines a year ago, some of the weapons that the Russians are dropping, for instance, from the air, you're talking about bombs that can weigh a ton or a ton and a half. That is something that is extremely difficult to deal with. And of course, this war is grinding on. And I think also from that perspective, one of the things that Volodymyr Zelensky was also alluding to was the fact that this could be an extremely difficult winter for the Ukrainians. They understand that their power system is very much under siege and under attack by the Russians. He was saying that they're possibly looking at even attacking the nuclear infrastructure of this country. The Ukrainians, of course, not necessarily talking about attacking nuclear power stations, but the transformers that feed large parts of the energy grid here, which would make the winter very difficult. So I do think that the population here obviously has been under strain for an extended period of time, but by and large, the people that you speak to here on the ground believe that this is something where it's a war of existence for Ukraine that they need to see through, Becky.